Welcome back to another video. Team T is bright and early, extremely early in the morning, and I'm actually going to the dealer right now to drop off a small piece of my handle, the keyhole cover basically, so they could color match the car. They could color match the car to the new door handle since it is not painted. They told me a while back that they weren't sure whether the door handle would be painted. They ordered it but didn't know if it was pre-painted or not for whatever reason. And yesterday evening I found out that it is not painted, and they asked if I could bring it in today. So the car is pretty much, or the parts are ready to go when I do arrive next week or in the next few days. So we'll just see what happens. There has been issues with appointments. Originally they gave me one date, but then they found out that there was not going to be enough people to work on my car, so they had to move it to another date. So hopefully everything gets done. I asked about the spoiler, so they'll give me a price on that. Well, made it to the dealer, y'all. They're really nice here, I'll say that much. The Mazzi, they got the Aston I thought about getting at one point, McLaren, another McLaren, Bentley. Finally back from the dealer, and unfortunately, probably at nobody's real fault, the situation has become very much more complicated. So they presented me with a new key. I asked if I could take the key with me and would just get it programmed later. They said that was fine. So they tried out the key, and the key didn't even work. So this is the key I waited approximately 2 months for, since it was produced in Italy and whatnot. So it looks like either the key has to be programmed just for the hard piece or the metal piece to work, which doesn't really make that much sense, or there's an issue with the locking mechanism in the door. Since the technician that works on keys isn't there today, they don't know for sure which one it is, but we're probably leaning more towards something being wrong with the actual door, which means I essentially waited 2 months for the key to get made, probably for no reason, since the key might not actually be the issue, and the original key, or the key that I have, which may or may not be the original, works, as well as the new key probably works as well. It's just the locking mechanism doesn't work or whatever, and it doesn't align with the key, or something else is going on. So that's that. When I got home, they realized that the piece I gave them from the keyhole cover can't be color matched apparently, because the car is kind of old, so they can't match it. They asked me to send photos of stickers in the car under the hood in particular that may have the color. Looked under the hood, there are stickers there. Nothing relates to the color of the car. I basically took pictures of all the stickers on the car. They couldn't figure out the color either, so they reached out to basically the factory in Italy to figure out if they could figure out what color the car is.
2 hours later.
Update for you guys, which kind of piggybacks off of where things left off yesterday with the C55 AMG. I prematurely got parts for it. I mean, we'll see how that goes. I've done that in the past with the Benz. I did that with the Lamborghini as well, actually. Before it was, after I decided that I was going to get the car, before it was actually finalized, I got parts for them, so they would be kind of on their way or even here by the time I would get the car. So pretty much did the same thing with the C55. Got a carbon spoiler to replace the original AMG spoiler, which actually has a couple of scratches on it. I have a roof carbon fiber spoiler. So these two pieces are going to be very much paying homage to the C63 I gave up to get the Lambo. So got those two things. I got a C55 chrome emblem since it's actually missing on the car. I think one of the previous owners probably removed it, so it only says AMG on the back, but the C55 I guess was tastefully taken off. So I want that logo back, so I'm putting that on. I have the rain guards or wind deflectors coming in as well for all 4 doors.
5 hours later.
On a random midday update, I found out the car will be ready to pick up on Saturday, so we should be closing the deal on the C55 very soon. And yeah, we'll just see how things work out. All the parts, or most of the parts, should be coming within the next few days too. I believe some of which actually come before Saturday, so everything or something should be ready. So I'm pretty excited about this. As you guys know, I said I ordered several parts for the C55 already, which I discussed in the previous video or so. And I mentioned how some parts would probably come before the car. So here we are, several parts already came. I think both of the parts that came were actually scheduled for a later date, but they ended up coming early. And the part that was supposed to actually come today, it hasn't even arrived, so I'm not sure if it will or not. But regardless, here they are. All right, that was already a fail. And this should be my C55 emblem in chrome. So here it is, exactly what I thought it would be. And it looks pretty good. I mean, let's just unpackage it completely to take a look. I don't think I'll be able to really, yeah, I mean, it looks fine. To me, the plastic kind of has dust on it or something, so it almost looks like there's something wrong with the emblem, but I don't think there is. At least I hope not. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's perfect. Oh shit. It is perfectly fine by the looks of it. So this is what it looks like. Super reflective, obviously, since it is chrome. And yeah, I guess I need to just make sure none of the pieces fall off and get stuck somewhere. This is actually my carbon fiber AMG license plate frames. Once again, very interesting that I have all of this, yet I don't even have the car yet. So that's that. But I would say I'm close enough for me to actually get all this. The deal was already kind of memorialized, even though paperwork hasn't really been signed. Okay, it does not say AMG. What the hell? Why does it not say AMG on here? That's freaking weird. The plate looks super cool, but it literally does not say AMG on here. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I do not know how I feel about that at all. It should say AMG. I'm like, do they have a sticker where you can put it yourself or anything? And the answer is no. There's literally nothing on here. So that's really weird. It's supposed to say AMG on here, but it does not. I mean, outside of that, the plate looks good. I just don't know whether I'll keep it because it doesn't say AMG. And the way it's designed, obviously something is supposed to go in this like nameplate they have here. So I'm not really sure what I'll do, but I'll have to think about it.
10 seconds later.
Okay, so before I threw the bag away, I decided to look inside the bag to see if I found anything. And it looks like I did. And it's the shape of the nameplate. So I think the name or the AMG name or whatever should be in here. I'm not sure how this is freaking wrapped or how I open this. What the hell is going on right now? Anyways, okay, here we are. All right, the nameplates are on here. So I guess I just need to put it on very carefully, and I'll see you guys in a moment. So I'm done with the first plate. The sizing isn't literally extremely perfect, but it is definitely close enough. And I think it's super badass actually that it's not like flush with the plates or imprinted on the plates like it usually would be. I think it's kind of cool how it's just its own little thing and it's like super reflective and yeah, super protected actually as well. So pretty cool, I would say. I also have these are one of the few remnants I have of the C63. Never thought I was going to use it again, but I think it's time.